Hey there, I'm 90 years old, still hopping behind the wheel. And guess what? I haven't been sick, not even a sniffle, in 30 years. Doctors used to tell me to slow down ages ago, but I'm still going strong. And no, it's not because I got lucky or have some superhuman genes. It's all about 5 simple habits I picked up along the way. They're so easy you might think, no way that works. But trust me, they do. Let me share what I do and why you might want to give them a try. Every morning, before I even get out of bed, I do a little something for my body. It's not a workout or some fancy stretch routine. I just call it a wake-up call for my muscles and joints. I started this back when I was 62, after a doctor told me your body ages fastest in those first 30 minutes after you open your eyes. Your blood's sluggish, your joints are creaky, and your brain's still half asleep. Most folks jump up, grab their phone, and dive into the day's chaos. Not me. I stay in bed, take 3 deep breaths, wiggle my fingers and toes, then gently roll my wrists and ankles. It's 90 seconds, tops, but it's like telling my body, hey, we've got a big day ahead. Let's do this. Sounds too simple, right? But it gets blood flowing, oxygen pumping, and keeps me steady on my feet. It's helped me avoid falls, keeps my nerves calm, and gets my circulation going. There's science behind it, too. Studies from the National Institute on Aging say gentle morning movements like this boost energy, clear your head, and improve balance all day long. I wasn't always like this, though. Back at 60, I'd wake up feeling like I'd been hit by a truck, stiff, foggy, dragging my feet. One time, I even tripped over my own slippers because my body wasn't awake yet. That was my wake-up call. Now, I don't skip this, not even for coffee or the morning news. If I try, my body's like, you're not skipping me today. The magic isn't in the movements, it's in doing them every day. Research from the Mayo Clinic says consistent, low-key habits like this can lower inflammation, keep joints happy, and even help with blood pressure. No yoga mat, no gym, just 90 seconds in bed. So, when's the last time you gave your body a proper good morning? Aging sneaks up in those quiet moments, but that's also where you can turn things around. Right after my morning wake-up, I have a drink that's been my secret weapon for staying healthy all these years. It's not some pricey supplement or trendy superfood powder. It's just a warm glass of water with a squeeze of lemon, a pinch of turmeric, and a dash of black pepper. That's it. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This stuff is powerful. It's the first thing I put in my body every day, and it fires up my immune system, tames inflammation, and gets my digestion ready for breakfast. Let's break it down. Lemon's packed with vitamin C, which powers up your immune system's defense team. Studies from Oregon State's Linus Pauling Institute say it doesn't just keep sickness at bay, it can make colds shorter, especially for us older folks. Plus, it helps your liver and digestion, which can get sluggish with age. Then there's turmeric, a total game-changer for inflammation. It's got this compound called curcumin that science, hundreds of studies, says can lower the inflammation that creeps up as we age, causing aches, pains, and even brain fog. A study in Frontiers in Pharmacology found it boosts immunity and fights stress in older adults. But here's the kicker. Black pepper makes turmeric work better, like 2,000% better, thanks to a compound called piperine. Together, they're my morning golden glass. It's easy. Warm up some water, not too hot, squeeze in half a lemon, add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and a tiny pinch of pepper. Stir it, sip it, and let it do its thing. I've been drinking this nearly every morning for 30 years, and I'm not just following some internet fad. I felt the difference. When I started, I was getting sinus infections twice a year. My joints ached every winter, and I felt blah after breakfast. 2 weeks into this habit, my stomach felt better, no more bloating, and my joints loosened up. A few months later, I realized I hadn't been sick in a year. That was 30 years ago, and I'm still at it. Sure, I'm around germs, but my body's ready to fight them off. This drink's like a daily pep talk for my immune system. You don't need fancy vitamins or complicated routines, just a small habit that says, I've got your back. Try it tomorrow before you make your toast or fry your eggs. It's not just a drink. It's you saying, I'm choosing to feel good today. Now, let's talk about walking. I don't do it to exercise. I do it to heal. Every day, rain or shine, I take a 15-minute walk. No music, no phone, just me, my steps, and my breath. People think walking's boring, like it's only for when you can't run anymore. But at 92, I'm telling you, it's everything. Back in my 60s, I used to jog, thinking I had to sweat to stay young. Then I read something that flipped my thinking. Just walking can cut inflammation, balance blood sugar, sharpen your memory, and even lower your risk of dying by 39%. That's when I ditched the jogging and fell in love with a steady rhythm. Walking does more than move your legs. It resets your whole body. Joints, lymph system, nerves, even your mood. I don't go far, sometimes just around the block, but I never skip it. Not because I'm some super disciplined person, but because I know what happens when I don't. I get stiff, my joints grumble, my head feels cloudy, and my digestion's off. But when I walk, I feel like everything's clicking. Shoulders loose, knees flexible, mood up. Like I've hit a reset button. There's proof. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found 20 minutes of walking lowers inflammation markers in older folks. Another from Stanford says it sparks creativity and clears your head better than sitting. But honestly, what sold me was a day 25 years ago when I skipped my walk. I was busy, thought I'd do it later, but I didn't. For the first time in years, I felt old, like my body wasn't mine anymore. That was it. Walking became my daily medicine. I keep it simple. Comfy shoes, start slow, breathe deep. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. I swing my arms to keep my posture open. And here's a little trick. I smile while I walk. Not because I'm always in a great mood, but because it makes me feel better. Smiling wakes up your vagus nerve, which helps with inflammation, heart rate, even digestion. A study in psychosomatic medicine says smiling while moving boosts the stress relief you get from it. So, I smile, breathe, walk 15 minutes, and it's given me years of strength. You don't need fancy gear or perfect weather. Walking gives you the energy. Your body's made to move, and every step says, I'm still here. If you're feeling stuck or tired, don't wait for the perfect moment. Lace up, step out, and tell your body, we're starting fresh. Movement is life. There's one thing I never go without, and I've been at it for 30 years. It's not a vitamin or some trendy supplement. It's protein. When I hit 60, I thought I was eating pretty well. Lots of fruits, veggies, whole grains, even a multivitamin here and there. But I was losing strength, crashing by mid-morning, and forgetting little things, like where I parked or if I'd eaten lunch. I blamed age, but my doctor set me straight. I wasn't getting enough protein. After 60, your body doesn't use protein as well, so you need more to keep your muscles strong, your brain sharp, and your immune system firing. That's when I revamped my breakfast. No more cereal or toast. Instead, I have what I call my brain and body breakfast. A boiled egg, a cup of Greek yogurt, a handful of walnuts, and a few blueberries. That's over 25 grams of top-notch protein, plus stuff to fight inflammation, healthy fats, and antioxidants for my brain. This meal doesn't just keep me full, it keeps me going. Protein's not just for gym buffs, it's for your immune system, your tissues, your brain's wiring. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition says older folks getting 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal have stronger muscles, fewer hospital stays, and even live longer. Another from Tufts found more protein means better immune responses to sickness or vaccines. It's about bouncing back, not just bulking up. I stick to complete proteins with all the essential building blocks. Eggs and Greek yogurt. Check that box. Plus walnuts bring omega-3s and blueberries tie it all together with antioxidants. This breakfast keeps me steady. My blood sugar doesn't spike and crash anymore. I used to hit a wall at 11 a.m., but now I sail through the morning like I'm decades younger, ready for anything. I mix it up sometimes. Cottage cheese with flax seeds, a bit of grilled chicken on sprouted toast, or even a lentil scramble if I'm feeling fancy. But I never skip protein, especially first thing. It's like setting the tone for how your body's going to perform all day. You wouldn't expect a car to run on empty, so why do that to yourself? A protein-packed breakfast is like a promise to your body, and you can start it tomorrow, no matter how old you are or what you've done before. Your body's not keeping score. It just wants to know what you're giving it today. Here's something no doctor ever told me. Your mind can start slipping before your body does. If you want to stay young, really young, you've got to take care of your head first. Every morning, before I talk to anyone or check the weather, I do something I call mental tuning. It's not meditation or anything woo-woo. I just sit for 3 minutes and picture the kind of day I want. Not the errands or bills, but how I want to feel. Calm, strong, ready for anything. I imagine myself cruising through the day, driving with confidence, chatting clearly, handling whatever comes with a smile. It sounds small, but it's the most powerful thing I do. Your brain can't always tell the difference between what you imagine and what's real. That's not just me talking. It's science. Researchers like Dr. Joe Dispenza and folks at Harvard have brain scans showing that vividly picturing something lights up the same parts of your brain as actually doing it. Over time, it rewires you to stay calm and sharp before you even step out the door. Why's this a big deal? Stress is the real health killer, not bugs or bad genes. It pumps out cortisol, which messes with your brain, weakens your defenses, and even eats away at muscle. For us older folks, stress shows up as forgetfulness, tiredness, or random aches. But 3 minutes of picturing a good day changes everything. I had a friend years ago, same age, same health, but he was always wound up, stressed about the news, money, you name it. One day he just collapsed. Heart problem, out of nowhere. He pulled through, but he was never the same. He asked me, "How do you stay so calm? Don't you worry?" I told him worrying's like letting a thief in your house, and every morning I lock the door. It starts with choosing how you want to feel, and it builds strength from there. When your mind's steady, your body follows. Lower blood pressure, stronger immune system, sharper memory, even better digestion. A 2016 study from the University of Wisconsin-Madison found just 5 minutes of this kind of mental practice cut anxiety, boosted focus, and powered up immunity in people over 65, with benefits lasting weeks. So yeah, I walk, eat protein, sip my golden drink, but none of it would stick without this. Your thoughts shape your body's chemistry, and that shapes your health. You don't need to be a guru or light candles. Just sit. Picture yourself strong, happy, driving at 90, breezing through life. Do it enough, and it starts feeling real. So that's my story. Not luck, not a secret potion. Just 5 little habits I do every day. The morning wake-up, the golden glass, the healing walk, the breakfast that fuels, the mind that sets the tone. They don't look like much, but they've kept me going. Maybe even saved my life. You don't have to be 90 to start. You just have to start. Health doesn't slip away in one big moment. It's the little things we skip. But it comes back the same way. One step, one bite, one thought at a time. If you're thinking, is it too late for me? You're here, aren't you? That means you can. And you're already on the way. Oh, and one last thing I haven't mentioned. Every night, after all this, after the walks, the meals, the mental tune-ups, I do something that helps my body repair itself while I sleep. Science says it might just be the key to turning back the clock on aging. We'll get to that next.